All right, Coach, you get a 15-point win. First and foremost, story of the game, Harris Price, 38 points. What do you think of her effort tonight?
Obviously, we needed her to step back in that role in a big way. You know, the last couple of games haven't been her best. Clearly, we know she was battling the stomach bug. I mean, we didn't try to use it as an excuse, but I guess we can talk about it now. You know, she's battling the stomach bug at Wingate. Didn't get her best effort. Didn't get a great effort out of Micah or Bree. And, you know, they didn't want to feel that feeling again. And, you know, it was nice to see Harris. I could tell the last couple of days in practice that she was feeling good again. And, you know what, she played 38 minutes or whatever. And to be able to pull off the effort that she did in front of you know, when you're playing in these games, I mean, you want to rise to the occasion. And I felt like she certainly did that tonight. I mean, just phenomenal numbers across the board.
You get the lead only to 18 with about 5.5 minutes left, but you guys hold on from that point forward. 14-14 at the line in the final 4 minutes of the game. What do you think about how your team responded after blowing a lead on Saturday to hold on to one and expand it today?
Well, you know, I probably shouldn't do this, but we talk about it sometimes in a huddle, like we're in the same scenario. We can't do what we just did. You know, we've got a lead. We kept a nice little cushion, I think, throughout the whole second half, but they kept hitting shots, and they hit 14 threes, and I was like, wow, man, they're unconscious. But the good thing about today is we kept scoring. You talk about those free throws, you know, that's huge. I mean, that's something that every team in America, we work on it every day, and we work on it a lot, and we pay up with sprints if we don't make them. Certainly stepped up there and made our share today. I am a little disappointed how we kind of end the game there. I think we had a 13-point lead with the ball. We turn it over. They go shoot free throws. We turn it on in inbounds. They score again. It's like, what are we doing? You know, so I had to burn a timeout to kind of just settle the troops. But once we did that, you know, we got it in bounds. We handled the ball and certainly made free throws from that point on.
You mentioned LMU shooting. They shot the ball nearly 60% in the second half. How much of that was them just getting good looks and making shots versus your defense?
I mean, some of them were guarded, you know, but we kept just asking them, you know, Ross, she's a good shooter, but I think she's 16 for 60 this year, you know. But I told them she made 5 at Queens. She shot 50% at Queens, and now she's come in and gone 7 of 16 tonight, and that was all she shot. It's like, how about trying to make her shoot a 2-point basket or something? But, you know, they shot unconscious. I mean, they were making a ton of baskets, you know, and then all of a sudden we started closing out on 3, and they went around us, and we helped over a little much, dumped it over to number 3. She got some easy baskets, but you got to give credit to them. But the big thing to me is they shoot that well. And we still win by 15, you know, so I like that. You know, you never want to give up 90, but when you're getting 105, you'll take a 15-point victory.
We talked about some mentality things the last couple times we've talked. How did you think of how the team handled things after falling behind early? They made a lot of three-pointers, and then for you to close the first half on a 23-5 run.
Well, we went back to last year's game, and we kind of talked about, you know, we know we're going to be in the press. We know they got shooters on the perimeter. They're going to throw it over the press, and they're going to take threes. And if they make them, you got to stay poised. And we stayed poised last year, too, all the way up until the very end when we let a 5-point lead squander. But then we found our way back, you know, and finished the quarter okay. We're only down by 2, but we knew that the game was going in the pace that we wanted to play. They want to play that way as well. And then we come back in that second quarter, and the process kind of worked the way we would want it, and we get to go into the halftime, you know, in a halftime lead with double-figure lead. And but we had talked about that, just staying poised. You know, there's going to be ebbs and flows of the game the whole night because of how both teams are going to play, and whoever's the most poised is going to probably be able to come out here with a victory. Tonight, I think it was a case of we outscored them, and both teams were playing the same game, and they were taking quick shots, we were taking quick shots, and I think it was a fun game for the fans to be a part of. Also, you know, our fans were great. I think they've packed this place out tonight. That was a big key for, you know, when we made plays, they could get into it. You know, we had the guys under the basket when free throws. I thought that was impressive. So shout out to them for coming, and it would be nice to be able to do that every game.